Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Dino's Kitchen. Today we are going to make a very special recipe, especially for me. That was my grandmother's meatball. It's like a religion for me. Facciamola. First step, we're gonna grab a bowl. We need very old bread.
Yummy!
That is the secret of the recipe. The bread has to be old. Put the bread into the bowl in little pieces. Then we need to soak the bread just with tap water. We're gonna wait about 10 to 20 minutes until the bread will absorb all the water. Step number 2, let's grab a bowl. We need pork mince and beef mince. Equal amount of pork and beef. Some black pepper, some salt, 2 eggs, some fresh garlic. Remove the skin. And now we're gonna grate it. Some basil leaf, just snap them with your hands. And now a little bit of parmesan. Perciò volevo prendere quello grattugiato, smush. I think that should do. Maybe a little bit extra. It's time to do something that I'm not too sure if my grandmother will be proud of. It's Dijon mustard. Nonna, mi dispiace tanto. Nonna again, I'm so sorry, but trust me, it works. Some barbecue sauce. You remember the bread? We don't want the bread super soaked because we still want to feel the consistency of it. We're gonna squeeze as much water as possible from the bread. If you add 500 grams of each meat, you add 500 grams of bread. And we're gonna add to the mix. My grandmother had 14 children, so that was her way to bulk up the recipe because they could not afford to buy more meat. Try to use crusty bread. Don't use white bread. It's not gonna be the same. Now, ready for the funny part. We need to mix it. You really wanna squeeze all the ingredients together. It's the only way to really combine the flavors together. You see? That is what I mentioned before, you want bits like that of bread into the mix. It will make a massive difference. To check the consistency of the mix and understand if it's ready and if it's the right consistency, you grab a little piece of mix, squeeze a little bit like that. And if it's nice and smooth without any cracks and it's not sticky, it means the dough is perfect. If it's too sticky, maybe you can add a little bit more bread. If it cracks, it means it's too dry. You can add a little bit, maybe another extra egg, or maybe more barbecue sauce, or any kind of extra liquid that you wanna add into it, but not too much. We're gonna put that into the fridge for about an hour at least, and then we're gonna fry them. Next component of our recipe, it will be stracciatella. If you live in UK, you definitely know that it's almost impossible to buy it, and when you find it, it's super expensive. I thought, why don't show you a little trick that can save you loads of money. We need some mozzarella. Shred the mozzarella just with your hands. Okay? Be patient because it will make a difference. Shred the mozzarella like that. Try to open it like that. And then try to get long bits of mozzarella. We're gonna add a little bit of double cream. A touch of salt according to your preference taste. And now simply mix it. Now if it looks a bit too dry, we can add a splash of double cream. You want to coat all the bits of mozzarella, but not cover them in cream. And there we go. We just made about 500 grams of stracciatella with less than 3 pounds. After an hour, our mix is ready, nice and rested, all the ingredients combined. Andiamo a friggere. We're gonna actually pan fry them with quite a lot of olive oil. You want the temperature to be on a medium heat, not too high, otherwise they will completely color on the outside and they will be still raw in the middle. If it's too low, the meatball will literally absorb the oil and you will have a very heavy meatball. While the oil is heating up, get ready 2 forks and a little bit of kitchen paper and a plate. To check when the oil is ready, grab a little bit of mix, leave it inside for about 5 seconds. If it does that, it means the oil is ready. The secret of my Nonna's meatball, she was literally grab a little bit of mix, squeeze like that roughly in her hands and start to cook it. Like that, she was literally having an uneven surface that allows the meatball to become super crispy. Couple of minutes in, let's check the meatballs. Look at the color on them. You can have these results just if you cook on the right temperature. Now we are going to leave them for 2 more minutes. As you can see, all the crispy bits that we mentioned before, you can have them just if you shape like that. It's a matter of feelings, not a matter of technique. Look at that, Nonna. What do you think? Once they look like that, we're gonna place them on the paper. Let's go again. That is my Nonna cherry tomato sauce. It's been a family recipe for over 50 years. Put the sauce in a pan. Now, I feel I'm giving out too many secrets. Let's do something. If you really want to find out how I make that sauce, if this video will reach 10,000 views, I'm gonna make a video just about the sauce. So don't forget, like, subscribe, turn on the bell, and stay tuned for the next recipes. Nice and low, we just want the sauce to be warm. In the meanwhile, we're gonna coat our bread. Personally, I like without the mollica, so I'm gonna scrape it out for two reasons. The first one, because the bread will be less heavier. Second reason, which is the most important one, you can fit more stuff into it.
This is what we do.
We're gonna toast the bread in the oven. We toasted the bread, not too crispy. We're gonna grab the meatballs, and like my Nonna used to do, she used to squeeze the meatball like that. Now, our super secret cherry tomato sauce. We're gonna drizzle that over. Maybe a little bit here, just to make the bread a bit juicy. Now we're gonna grab our stracciatella pezzot. Now we're gonna go very heavy with the basil. We're gonna go heavy on parmesan as well. Some crispy onion. And last but not least, extra virgin olive oil. Like there is no tomorrow. Nonna, I hope you are proud. Let's coat this bad boy. Posso fare un taste? Thank you, Nonna.